guys, welcome back to another video. Before we start, please hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel, because I do have a lot of useful information that I want to share with you, going forward. And today we have a very different type of video. I'm not going to do a vlog or a day in the life. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do my session now quickly. I need to be very quick with it because I have a lot of things to do today and I need to get out pretty soon. So the session is going to be 24-minute EMOM. The first minute we're going to do 12 thrusters with the kettlebell. The second minute I think we're going to do 14 chair step overs. Then the third minute we have, what did we have? Oh yeah, swings, of course, swings. I think we're going to do like 16 swings, and then we're going to finish off. The fourth exercise will be 20 sit-ups. Yes, straightforward, easy. I'm going to show you a little bit of the session itself. Then I might show you what we're going to be having for lunch, for breakfast and lunch, because I'm working out faster together. I know in one of the previous videos I said I'm not going to be doing this anymore, but hey, yeah. So anyway, sit back, relax, enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments below if you try any of the workouts and how it goes for you. You only need a kettlebell for this session basically, and I think it's really it's worth investing into one, because if you're in the UK, you can buy some that are quite cheap in the local stores. So I bought a 20 kilo, so I bought 3 kettlebells, 16, 20 and 24 kilos, overall for about 90 quid, 90 pounds. Obviously you can spend a bit more if you want to be better quality, if you want like a Rogue one or an Echo, or some of the brand that you like, for example. But in my opinion it's really not worth it, and 90 pounds for 3 kettlebells is an absolute bargain. And they're not 4 kilos, they're 16, 20 and 24. Yeah boy, get in. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my warm-up now, and I'm gonna do the session, and afterwards what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm going to be sharing my top tips for losing weight, because I have been there, I've done that basically. I've lost 100 pounds and I want to share with you guys how you can do the same without being miserable, spending a lot of money on gyms, memberships and clothes and that sort of stuff. Kind of some useful information, how the little things that you can do that will make a difference if you want to make a start. And of course, I've been there, as I said, I've done that, and at times it was really hard for me to keep going, and I just wanted to give up, accept the fact that I was overweight, I was obese. But I didn't do this. Instead, I kind of kept pushing myself and kept going. So, without further ado, let's do the workout.
You are my warm place. You are my mad strike, set me ablaze. We could stay, but I got other demons I need face to face. You left me with a
So, on a few occasions you saw me doing the sit-ups. One, holding my hands in front, and then the other putting my hands behind the neck, and then using the inertia to move forwards and basically do a sit-up. Now, obviously, if you hold your hands like that, it'll be harder. If you use strength from your hands, it'll be easier. It's really up to you, however you want to use it, however you want to do it.
Show me you can be more than just my enemy. One day you and me, we can live our fantasies. I want to believe we can rule the galaxy. Move on from insanity. We can live our fantasies.
Just finished the workout, guys. All in all, 45 minutes. I burned about 550 active calories according to my Apple Watch, and overall I've burned about 650. That includes warm-up, actual workout, and cool-down. I'm quite sweaty. Ooh, excuse the hair, just give me 1 second. Boom! And just like that, haircut still look like shit, basically. However, breakfast is served. Oh, it's really warm. So, guys, having breakfast, going out, do my stuff, do whatever I have to do. I'll be back in a few hours to have lunch. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be making for lunch. It will be my favorite meal. My favorite meal ever. And then I'm going to talk to you about what I promised to talk to you about, if that makes any sense. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a bit. Boom, and just like that, I'm back home. It's now 4 hours later, and it is currently, actually, if you can see, it's like 4 p.m. It's 16:03, which means that it's 4 hours after I had breakfast, and I'm really hungry. And our lunch today is, as I said already, my favorite meal ever. And we have 3 slices of toast, mashed avocado with some sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, and chili flakes. And on top of it, we have omelets. I've put 3 eggs in the omelet, and I've left a little bit of cheese to melt in the middle, as you can see. And then, of course, we have a nice cup of coffee, Nespresso coffee, because I love my Nespresso coffees. And I need to eat these because I'm starving. I'll come back to you to speak to you about the tips for losing weight. So stay with me. It's now 10 seconds after I show you my lunch, and yeah, it was quite high in calories, to be honest, but having in mind that I only had breakfast at 12:30, which was porridge oats at about 600 calories. Then lunch, I reckon, because I don't track macros, I only track calories, and I know the foods that I eat and how, how much I'm putting into my meals. I reckon that my lunch was about 800 calories from, previous experience. Regarding my top tips, I made some notes right here next to me. I'm going to use those because I want to make sure that I give you the information clear information and clear, you are aware of what I'm trying to say. So I think those are my top 6 tips for losing weight. I will show you a picture of what I used to look before, and then I'll show you a picture which I took a few weeks ago. And as you can see, there is a very big difference. So the picture from where I was overweight is from my 18th birthday. I remember I used to weigh about 135 kilos, which is, let's round it at 300 pounds. And nowadays I weigh between 90 and 95 kilos, which is about 195 pounds, 200 pounds. So overall I've lost about 100 pounds. And let me start by saying I need to know this out, point this out. There is no magic diet for weight loss, is the correct form. Anyway, and there's no magic pill that is going to help you lose weight and sustain that in the long term. So my first tip would be to get active. You don't need to start spending a lot of money on gym memberships, clothes, accessories, and stuff like that. Instead, you can start going for a walk every single morning, lunchtime if you can, and then in the evenings as well. If you can jog, do it. Do 1K, do 2K, do 5K. Start increasing the distance, start decreasing the time. You go. Find something that you love and do it, because this way you're going to make sure that you succeed in the long term, basically. Find something that you love and do it, basically. Then the second tip is make sure you understand foods, calories, micro and macronutrients that you consume on a daily basis. Try and cut the processed foods out of your diet. Stop buying it. Eat more fruits, eat more veggies, eat more salads. These are all low-calorie dense food which are full of fiber, and they're gonna help you stay full for a very long time. Make sure you eat a lot of fiber because that way you'll be full for longer. You can, in order to make your food taste nice, which is very important to make sure you sustain what you're doing, you can use low-calorie dressings, which are quite expensive, and in my opinion they're quite unhealthy. Or you can make some at home, use mustard, use vinegar, use a little bit of olive oil, but not a lot, because olive oil is very high in calories because of the fat content, obviously. I know it's a healthy food, but still it's very high in calories. So 10 milliliters is 100 calories. You use 30 milliliters in a dressing, that's 300 calories, let alone anything else. Plain food is gonna make you crave more bad foods, basically. So make sure you know what you're doing. The food that you eat is tasty, it's delicious. In the first point, I said that you don't need to spend a lot of money on gym equipment, gym accessories, gym memberships. However, if you can afford, make sure you hire a personal trainer, because they're going to teach you the basics once you get into the gym. They're going to teach you how to use a proper form, how to do the exercise with a proper technique, because your health in the long term is much more important than your short-term goals. For example, when you start running, you don't start with 10K or 20K if you haven't run in months, basically. I did injure myself before. I used to squat 300 pounds and deadlift 300 pounds, and I couldn't, and I did it with a terrible form. Don't do this. You're gonna injure yourself. Lower the weights, do it with proper technique, with proper form, and make sure you know what you're doing. The next tip is don't drink alcohol, don't drink sodas, don't drink Coke, don't drink any of those fizzy drinks that are full with sugar, and they're very bad for you. If you can't go without, a Coke a day, a can or a bottle, then go for the healthier, low-calorie alternatives like zero-calorie Coke, or flavor sparkling water, for example, because they're going to help you out. And make sure that you drink a lot of fluids, if that being whether that's water or sparkling water or coffees or teas, like tea, anything. Just make sure you drink a lot of liquids, like drinks, throughout the day, because that way you're going to be less hungrier, in my opinion. And make sure you're not drinking your calories. And when I say this, I mean, don't drink milkshakes or hot chocolates, for Christ's sake. Though they are so bad for you. Like a hot chocolate has about 500 calories. A milkshake can have about 1,000 calories. Like a woman should consume anywhere between like 1,500 and 1,900 calories a day to maintain weight. Obviously, that depends on a lot of things, but that is the variation. I've seen women being on a 1,200 calorie diet because they want to get shredded. So 1,200 calories for a whole day, that's not very much, to be honest. Yeah, going back to my previous point about the fruits and the veggies and the salads. Make sure you eat foods such as beans and chickpeas, those kind of healthy carbs as well, because they're very low in calories, they're very high in fiber and very high in protein as well, and have no fat whatsoever. And I'm going to move into the fifth advice, because we all like to treat ourselves every now and then. My advice to you, fifth one, will be find healthy alternatives to the unhealthy foods that you like eating, whether that's burgers, peanut butter sandwiches, pizza, or anything else. So peanut butter, in my opinion, throw it out the window. You don't need peanut butter. It's really, I'm not going to say unhealthy. Eat a salad bowl that is going to be about 400 calories rather than eating a tablespoon of peanut butter. So which is going to fill you up more? A tablespoon of peanut butter or a whole salad bowl? That is at 500 grams, for example. If you have a lot of spinach, a lot of iceberg, a lot of cucumbers, and then you add a little bit of chicken on top and a little bit of dressing, there you go. So the healthy alternatives that you can do, for example, if you love burgers, is get a lean beef mince from the shop and make a burger at home, and then get a low-fat cheese and then get a tomato, but don't add bacon, for example, because bacon is going to add up the calories, obviously. If you like peanut butter, get the peanut butter powder because it doesn't have as much fat as the peanut butter does, for example. And if you like pizza, like me, I love pizza. You can always make like cauliflower pizza, which, yes, it doesn't taste very nice, but it's an alternative and it's much better than a normal pizza because you're gonna have like 1/3 of the calories of a Domino's, for example. Or you can get one of those, like, these large low calorie wraps that one of them is like 120 calories. 2 is 240 calories. Add a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree or tomato paste. Add a little bit of meat, add a little bit of veggies, and then sprinkle like 10-20 grams of low-fat cheese on top. Cook it in the oil for about 15 minutes, and you got 2 large pizzas that are going to be all in all 700 calories, for example, compared to one pizza, large pizza, that is going to be about 1,800 calories. Then the last one is probably one of the most important one, and it kind of links to the first one, and it's about finding a sustainable diet or a lifestyle. I don't like the word diet myself, so I'll say lifestyle. What you could do in the long term, there's no magic pills that are going to help you lose a lot of weight and sustain it in the long term. Don't rely on fat burners, don't rely on L-carnitines, don't rely on all the food supplements that the people are trying to sell you in the shops. And remember that the good results that you're aiming for come very slow, unfortunately. Now, I've lost the £100 in about 2 years, maybe. Obviously, you can lose £100 in a few months, but then I'll be conscious about the so-called yo-yo effect, where you start increasing your weight, then dropping it, then increasing, then dropping again. And every time you eat something unhealthy, like a bad food, burger, then you gain weight, and then you drop the weight, and then you gain it back again. So make sure that whatever you do, you can sustain it in the long term, because your health is the most important thing. If you can do it in the long term, it doesn't matter what it is. And of course, if you're happy, once you get, once you start seeing results, trust me, you will get addicted. Trust me, because at some point, my mom got conscious. Well, she got worried about me having anorexia, basically. It wasn't very pleasant. Like, she was calling me every single day asking what I've eaten, because I had dropped to about 88 kilos. So that's like the lowest weight that I've ever been, 88 kilos. So coming down from 135, 140 to 88 kilos. It's like nearly 60 kilos. My girlfriend weighs 45. I was like, honestly, I was looking like a skeleton. It wasn't very pleasant. It wasn't very nice. But anyway, I'll stop it here. I hope you find it useful. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, because going forward, I will be sharing some more useful tips and some more useful tricks and some healthy recipes. Obviously, if you want me to share some of my healthy recipes that I eat on a daily basis, let me know in the comments below what you want to see, whether you want to see some of my salads, that I eat, because I do make large bowls of salads that are very low in calories sometimes, and I'll have this for dinner and it keep me full throughout the night, basically. Whether it's breakfast or pizzas or whatever, just let me know if you want to see, if there's anything specific that you want to see. I hope you're doing well, guys. Hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy, you're staying fit, and take care, and I'll see you in the next video.